As has been said, my name is Chris Klassen, and I'm graduating with a 4-year Bachelor of Arts, having majored in International Development Studies and minored in Communications and Media. The real value in my education here at CMU, that for which I'm most grateful, has come from somewhat of an unexpected place. My standing here today could simply indicate to you that over the past 4 years, I passed all my exams and put sufficient effort into my reading and writing. And while in a sense this is true, I think it's more appropriate to reflect on my studies by thinking rather about how and for what I've been shaped and equipped. I've certainly learned much while working toward meeting degree requirements. And to be honest, when I began my studies here, I expected these individual requirements to be the source of my learning, to constitute the greatest benefit to me that a university degree could have to offer. Over time, though, I began to see that the way in which my education would most significantly change me would not be credited to the specific assignments in my syllabi. Instead, and particularly for me as a student of development, I came to see the collective whole of my education as the source of its value. In other words, the value of my education here at CMU is greater than the sum of its parts. Development, or good change, as it's helpfully explained to first-year students, involves a vision of the future potential of someone's well-being and that of their community. We learn that such a vision is mostly, if not only, appropriate when one defines it for herself. The individual courses, assignments, and conversations of my CMU education have together left me with tools, mostly questions, that have and will continue to cause me to think about what kind of world I am driven to work toward. For example, how would we live differently if we paid closer attention to the far-reaching effects of our actions and choices? What if we paid closer attention to where our food comes from, or where our carbon emissions go? What if we allowed our economic interactions to be informed by the understanding that life itself is fundamentally a gift? How would we go about sharing ideas in a way that shows sound communication to be an important part of proper stewardship of creation? How do we acknowledge and then work out of our privilege and biases? I've come to understand development as a continual response to questions such as these, for me only brought about and tied together by the diverse and complementary elements of my education here. I've been brought to wholeheartedly agree with writers such as Susan Klassen and Doris Jansen Longacre, who would say that to do development is simply to nurture life. And it's for learnings such as these that I will always be grateful. Thank you.